Long Dark tonight. We're also gonna play some Elden Ring tonight. So we got Long Dark, no stress, Elden Ring, lots of rage. But welcome everybody. Make sure everything's set up here. Everything's good. It's all looking good. All right. We got the invisible drink. Hello, everybody. All right. Let's hit the trailer. We'll be right back, boys and girls. Well, hello everyone, and we have something to replay real quick. Boop. Markwar's gifting out a tier 1 sub to Laka8822. Welcome into the Pack again, my friend, for 2 months in a row.
Mark Wars 1972 gifted a tier 1 sub to Laka 8822.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Long Dark. Tonight we're going to be back on Will Eggy Jr., who is currently in Desolation Point. Mark Wars, hello, hello. You didn't see green, so you pinched? I don't have any green, no. I got no green. Got no green. Happy St. Patty's Day to y'all, too. Oxford Splice, hello. Mark Wars, of course, hello. How you doing? We're at day 293. We'll probably get to day 300 tonight. Wow, Dane. Hello, Wow, Dane. How you doing, Wow, Dane? Are you getting sleepy time?
Some water.
Are you getting some sleepy time in? Alright, we need to make some water. So we have no water on us, do we? We got no water. Do we have any big teas? Wow. Dane. Wow. Dane. Was that a Wow Dane back there? I don't know. Was that a Wow Dane back there? Can we get a Maglin's fire going? No, we cannot. I don't need a torch. I have a 100% chance of making a fire. I gotta remember that. I got a 100% chance. There we go. You're wearing a green shirt. That will have to count. Okay, well, there we go. We have some green represented in channel. I hope you guys are all having a good night, though. I hope everybody is having a good afternoon, evening, whatever the time it may be. All right, let's get some water made. We're gonna take a little damage because of no water, but that's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. There we go. It'll be just fine. Let's harvest these rabbits up real quick while our water boils. You're getting sleepy, just a little watch-a-poo before laying down. Besides, Kitty is being a menace. Kitty. Oh, the kitty's being a menace. Oh, snap. Yeah, those cats, they can be a little bit of a menace there. You're just here for the harvest? Well, we got cooking to do too, Mark Wars. Because we killed the bear, so... Alright, let's get some water in us. That'll help out there. I want to go see if the moose is up. That's what I'm really curious about, is the moose actually going to be up for us? Mark Wars is here for he pays for the harvest. That's all he wants. He just wants harvesting. He's like, harvest, I'm there. He's going to eat the rabbit because it's really lightweight. I guess I can drop the guts and the hides back here. I'm picking my bedroll up. I don't like those guts showing. Well, wait, I don't want to show my guts. There we go. Laka, hello, hello. Congratulations on getting a gifted sub from Mark Wars. Welcome to the sub club. Alright, let's get those in there. Feed down the last of the ribbity-rabbity-woo. Well, hello. So we got about 3 hours of Long Dark that we're going to play, and then we're going to play a little bit of Elden Ring tonight. I was going to do some Icarus, but my weekend plans have changed a little bit, so... Mark Wars, just to let you know. We're going to be playing some Project Zomboid on Saturday. I know you're excited now. He's like, ooh, I'm going to see Atheenon suffer.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I'm going to see Atheenon suffer for a little while. But yes, we're going to do a little Project Zomboid on Saturday. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
Oh my.
Mark Wars is like, oh ho ho.
Oh my.
Atheenon getting real with the zombies.
Oh my.
Exactly.
Go.
We're just gonna put all this meat by our fire so we can cook it up real quick.
All this gear is slowing me down.
It's deep but fun, lots of dying. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. Magdalena, hello. How are you doing? Oh, by the way, we have a cool thing, boys and girls. We have a cool thing. If I shout out somebody, like, let's shout out Gameslift. You'll get a shout out, plus...
I was conducting it. I was like, hey, raise the anchor. There we go.
Plus you get a little clip of them now.
Mutiny? That's a mutiny right there. I'm zooming it in. It's a mutiny right there.
It's a mutiny.
Nothing.
So now we can actually shout out people that have little clips playing of them. Player Slayer with a 22-month resub. You know, Magdalena, I'd seen some other streamers have that, and I was like, what the hell? How do I get that? How do I get that? And I was talking to Big Fish earlier, and he was like, oh, here's the site to go and get it and download it. And I was like, okay, cool. It's just an OBS extension, so that's it. So I was like, okay, that's pretty freaking cool. I like that. It's kind of nice because it gives people a chance to see a clip of the streamer and kind of figure out, you know, see if they're, you know, it gives them a little more info. You know, it's always good to have more info, so. Figure we'll cook all this bear up. I do need to drink a little more water. So yeah, it's kind of a cool little thing. It's a super easy extension too. It's a super easy free extension you can use, so I was like, why not? I'm gonna set 2 pieces to cook, and then I'm gonna go look for the moose. Does it work if they're live, or just randomly? It randomly grabs a highlight. It basically goes, or not a highlight, but it just randomly goes and grabs a clip from their stream and plays it. So it's basically anything that's been clipped on their stream. It'll grab that. It'll just grab a random one and just show it for 20 seconds. Doesn't matter how, it could be a 2-minute clip, but yeah. So it's just it's a random clip off of their stream. They could be live, they could be offline, doesn't matter. So it's kind of a cool little thing. Let's go check on Mr. Moosey Boo. I doubt he's gonna be up. This moose is very rarely ever up. But God, it would be awesome. It would be so awesome if he was. I don't see him up there. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little extension. And it was super easy to install the OBS as a browser source, and then it just works with my shout-out function, so it was kind of neat. Oh wait, is that... No, that's not the moose. That's the lighthouse. I was like, wait, is that the moose? No, that's... Oh, the moose is up! The moose is up! He's up, boys and girls.
That's a moose, guys. That's a moose right there.
That's a moose right there. Moose hype! Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. I missed him that time. Where'd my arrow go? Oh yeah, I didn't miss him by much though. All right, yeah, drive him back. Drive him back. We want him going back. Got him! Yeah! Woo! Let's go, baby! Ah, 3-shot moose, not too bad. Alright, we got the moose, boys and girls. Mark Wars, you get your harvest, baby. You get your harvest. There's the points for the moose stub, by the way. Logging into a dead moose. Hey, Jamie, how's it going? Burliest Squid, how you doing? Trage, how are you doing tonight? Woo! We got the moose, baby! Yeah! We got the moose, we got the moose and the bear now. That is one of the rare... I think I've only killed that moose 3 times the entire time I've played this game. I think I've only got the Desolation Point moose like 3 times. Not yet, I'm gonna wait. I got meat cooking back in my cave, Jameer, so I'm gonna go back here and get the meat first. Get the meat off the fire. We'll go harvest the moose up tomorrow. We're good. He can wait. He can wait. He's taking a nap out there, so we're gonna let him take his nap for the night, and then we're gonna go back and get him tomorrow. So we're gonna go back and get him tomorrow. So that'll be good. Now I'm wondering if I shout out Games Lift again, will it pull the same clip or is it a different clip? Oh, it's a different clip. Oh, nice. So it pulls different clips every time. Is that a wolf out there? I think there was a wolf out there. Hey, Fat Dabs, how's it going? Hey, watch this, Black Man PL. This is cool. Watch this, Black Man PL. So, shout out Black Man PL. Go give him a follow, boys and girls. He's a great, great streamer. Really super cool dude. Oh, wait. Did it not pull up a clip for you? Why did it pull up a clip of your channel? That's weird. It does it for GameSliff. Hey, Theo Bear, how you doing? Well, we just got a moose. I'm curious why that is not... Unless you have no clips of your channel. Do you not have clips enabled on your channel? Huh. It did it for GamesLift's channel. Oh, you don't have clips enabled. Oh, okay, yeah. If you don't have clips, so if I shout out somebody and they have clips enabled, then it will pull up a random clip of their channel and play it up in the upper corner up there, which is kind of freaking cool. It's just another tool. It's just another tool, so. I've done it with GamesLift a couple times. But see, like, if I do shout out GamesLift, it pulls up a random clip. Oh,
Oh, who's a big puppy bird?
It's Puppy Poo. His puppy poo. Oh. She pulls up his little pupper. His little cute baby. Is that a dog or a seal? I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a dog. I'm pretty sure it's a dog. All right. Well, we just got the moose, boys and girls. We're finishing. We're gonna finish cooking up the bear, and then we're gonna go take care of the moose tomorrow.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Yeah, we got the bear. We got the bear. We killed the bear, and we got all of his stuff to cook, and then we're gonna take care of the other guy. Negotiator, hello. Burliest Squid, you're gonna casually run around the house looking for a phone charger. Oh no! Is your phone dying? We're in Desolation Point right now. We're on day 295.
Stop me.
Viku, how you doing? We've got carcass harvesting, cooking, fire starting, archery, and mending all at level 5. We just got level 4 in fishing the last time we played. So we're doing really good. Doing really super awesome. I think we only have 2 more pieces to cook, don't we? Yes, we do. And right now we are wearing the coats of a moose and a bear. We got rabbit skin hat and gloves. We got a wool toque. We got double thin wool sweaters, double thermal undies, double wool socks. We got deer skin boots and pants. We got combat pants. We got our moose-hide satchel and our crampons. So we're like all geared up. 26 degree warmth bonus, 11 degree windproof bonus. We also have a bearskin bedroll, which is awesome. Bearskin bedroll hype. I usually don't do the bearskin bedroll, but I'm like, yeah, what the heck? We might as well. We got enough bearskins laying around. When you have a lot of bearskins laying around, you then get the luxury of it. You get the luxury of it. You can barely get past day 15. Hey, you know, those first 20 days in Interloper are some of the hardest to get over. That is the hardest time in Interloper. And so, you know, just keep plugging away at it. Start figuring out, you know, what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right, and you'll get better with it over time. You really truly will. And if it's too much for you, you know, go and start playing on Stalker or a custom game, a custom Interloper, and maybe turn down the wolves or something like that. I'm stuck in Winding River because I accidentally walked out of the dam. Oops. Well, if you walked out of the dam, Burliest Squid, take a hard left. You have to go across the face of the dam and in the other side, and then there's a window that you can climb back into the dam
guy
in.
who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
So you just gotta go out. If you get kicked out of the dam, if you exit out, just take a left and go along the outside of the face of the dam. There's a little ledge that you can walk along, and then it'll lead you back into the dam. There's a window there that you can climb back in. Do I have any teas to cook or anything? Nope. Alrighty. Lay down that nice bearskin bedroll. Hey! King Caramel, how you doing? How's it going, my friend? Haven't seen you for a while, but it's good to see you again. We get to go harvest a moose tomorrow. We get to go harvest a moose. Yay. Moose hype. Mark Wars is like, yes, the harvest. It is the most important thing of all. You must do the harvest, Atheenon. Oh, we aren't that heavy. Shush up, dude. How many hours? About 5,200. Right around there. About 5,200. 50, a little over. Probably 5,300 at this point, I would imagine. Python Papa, hello, hello. Yes, I am going to visit the forge, Jamir. I'm going to make another hatchet and another knife. Make some arrowheads. Right now, I currently have 13 arrowheads on me. I have 11 or 9, 10 arrows on me as well. So I need to craft some arrows. I need to make some more arrowheads. But definitely make another knife and a hatchet while I'm here. Definitely make another knife and hatchet. We actually have a nice day out. I wonder if I can get a Maglin's fire going. I guess we'll see when we get down here. If I get a Maglin's fire, that is awesome. Been better at being better. To make a long story short, broken teeth, cavity suck, and American dental is expensive. Yes. So the best way to conserve matches, Theo Bear, is to, once you get a mag lens, you want to make a fire with the mag lens. It's the best way to conserve matches in Interloper. Because every mag lens fire you make is one less match that you have to waste. Not that I really am worried about my matches at this point, I got a lot of them, but if I can make a mag lens fire here, oh yeah! Woo! Free fire, we like that. We like the free fires. They're very nice. But yes, the mag lens. Yeah, I just call it a mag lens. Magnifying lens. Alright. Let's harvest them, and I just found out a while ago you can harvest with your hacksaw. I never knew you could carcass harvest with your hacksaw. I never knew that was even possible. Alright, we got our meat quarters here. I don't know why they're called quarters since there's like 10 of them, but hey, you know. They're called quarters. Last time I checked, a quarter of something was 4, but, you know, hey, whatever.
Carry this load for much longer.
No, the moose will charge through a fire and get you. The best way to hunt a moose is like I hunted this one, where you just take long shots at him, and if you're far enough away from the moose, he'll just run away instead of charging you, and then you can just slowly but surely take more and more long shots at him, and as long as you hit your long shots, he'll eventually die. This moose never charged me. I hit him 3 times with different arrows, and that's usually the best way to do it, because he will charge through a fire. Either that, or if you have a maglet, or if you have not a mag lens, but if you have a flare gun and you have shells, you can open hunt him, and you can just get up close to him, take a shot, flip your flare gun out, shoot him in the face when he charges you, and knock him down. So there's 2 different ways to really go about it. Or you can climb up on a rock and sit on the side of it where he can't get to you, and he'll just run away then as well. So a couple different strats you can use to kill the moose. But for me, I prefer just to take the long shot. Just to aim out there and take the shot at him. And yeah, you'll miss. I missed a couple of times. But, you know, you'll hit him. When you hit him, you have a chance of killing him. Because you definitely need that crit shot on him to kill him. So,
You can always use more food.
Wow, that's already at 60%. It was out for one night, and it's at 60%. One night, and the meat's already at 60%. Wow. That is some quick decay time. Drink some water here.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Oh, shush-a-doodles. You're fine, buddy. You're fine. Moose meat. Hoo-ha-ha. Yum. Glad to know I'm not the only one who tells him to shut up when the guy says that. Nope, you aren't. You are not the only one. Pretty sure I've only ever killed one moose in the game on Mystery Lake Stalker difficulty. The moose it wasn't even the problem. It was the bloody wolves trying to get me in the rail car. Oh wow. Oh dang. Snap-a-doo. Hey, Cassadar, how you doing? Give a shout out to Cassadar and see if this works. Oh, there she is in Red Dead. Oh yeah, she's in Red Dead. Oh yeah, she's shooting at somebody. Oh! Better run, Cass. You better run. There's witnesses. Oh, take out the witnesses. Good idea. Good idea. That's what I do too. That's what I do too. Take out the witnesses. Take out the witnesses. You always leave no witnesses behind. Nobody can witness your evil deeds in Red Dead. You just don't want that to happen. Yeah, I installed that. It's actually it's super easy to install in OBS, Cass. It's super easy to install in OBS.
Too heavy to carry.
Even if they're blind beggars? Yeah, you don't want those either. I am 51, Viku. I just turned, well, I'll actually be turning 52 in about a month. 52 years young, my friend. Isn't that crazy? I can't believe I'm that old. I think back on my younger days and go, gosh, I thought that was such an old age, and now I'm like, that's nothing. That's nothing. What perks should you use in Interloper? Well, the perks I usually use Snow Walker, because you get your stamina back faster. There's nothing else in the game that gives you faster stamina regen. And I usually use Cold Fusion because there's nothing else. It's a +2 bonus. Forever. Permanent. It's a forever bonus. Book Smarts is just not useful. Efficient Machine isn't a bad one to use. If you're struggling with food early in the game, it can be a good benefit to you, especially if your runs aren't lasting super long, because then it eliminates one worry, and that's food. Later in the game, though, Efficient Machine is worthless, because, like, I have so much food now from all the bears and wolves and deer and moose that I've hunted that I never go hungry. So I don't really use Efficient Machine, but I know some people really like it. The fire starting one is the same sort of thing because it gives you a boost at the beginning of the game, but it only takes you maybe 20, 30, 40 days to get fire making 3 yourself by just making fires. So once you get to that point, the perk becomes useless. The free runner I don't really use because you only get 25% fewer when you're running. Straight to the heart, I just in Interloper, all you have is coffee and emergency stims, and you don't use them that often. And to have them last 25% longer is a very negligible effect. The Blizzard Walker I don't ever really use because I tried it and it just didn't seem to be that great of a thing. And Dark Walker is just kind of the Dark Walker perk is more of a thing that you could use in certain files if you're trying to just survive at night or something like that. But yeah, for me, I use the Snow Walker and the Cold Fusion because both of them give you perks that you cannot get in any other manner in the game. Having cold fusion is like having a free wool toque without having to have to equip a piece of clothing. So those are the two that I use personally. There's, in my opinion, there is no right or wrong
This gear's starting to slow me
perks to
down.
use in the game. In my opinion, you can use whatever perk you want, and there's nothing right or wrong about anything you choose with it. You can survive without perks if you don't want to. The last perk, the one that I don't have is the rabbit trapping one. I don't depend on rabbits to survive, so I just have never really bothered with it. For me, rabbit trapping is kind of meh. Blizzard Walker should reduce wind slowdown by like 90%, and then I'd use it for sure. I hate wind so much, yeah. Darkwalker is very situational. And hi, Little By Mouse and Samuel, how are you doing today? I hope you are all having a great, great day. But yes, Cassadar, I'll be 52 next month. Be turning the big 5-2, my friends. We'll have a party and everything. I'm gonna go drop these in the church. Well, according to Mark Wars, every day is my birthday, so... My brother's turning 50 this year. Holy crud. Wow, my brother's turning 50 in about... What is today? Today's the 17th, so on the 25th, so in 8 days, my brother's turning 50. Holy crap. Happy. Congrats, young man. Mine's on the 27th, Cassadar. I'm a Taurus. I get a little bullish. Well, there you go. He'll be 40 next year? Oh, wow. You're youngin'. You're youngins. You're youngins. A birthday party stream? I don't even know what day my birthday falls on this year. What day does my birthday even fall on this year? It falls on a Wednesday. Oh, wow, my worst day of the week. Fabulous. I probably won't even be streaming on my birthday. But my birthday falls on the worst day of the week for me. That absolutely sucks. I had a birthday today, turned 15. Well, happy birthday to you, too. Yeah, that's the worst day of the year for me. Actually, you know what I could do? I could bring the meat over here and cook it up on this. It's just as good. And it will never blow out. And I have tons of firewood over here. Let's do that. Let's drop our bearskin bedroll here. Let's drop our hacksaw, our pry bar, our lantern. There we go. Yeah, it's like, why am I cooking it out on a bridge where it could get blown out at any moment? When I could cook it out over here, where it won't get blown out. Oh, shoot. Oh, God, I want to take that cedar limb down. The weather's actually nice out right now. It's actually warm out right now. This is like cedar. This is cedar chopping time, boys and girls. This is when you get that rare moment in Interloper where it's only -2, and you go, oh God, I gotta get some wood. Atheenon needs to get some wood, baby. Whoa. Hey now. I take the week of mine off. Yeah, I don't get that. I have never been a birthday person. It's another year that I survived. I just check it off and go, hey, I survived another year. Yay me. Go team. Yeah, I don't ever take my birthday off. Nope, never happens. I don't do much but celebrate with my twin. Aww, I didn't know you were twinsies. That's something I may have heard at some point, but I didn't remember that. Aww, you're twinsies.
Might have to drop some gear.
Old lady adulthood for me feels like being either a toddler or a young teen. Hey, you know, the thing is, Wowdane, I look back on my life, and honestly, the last probably decade of my life, I've felt the best. I've mentally been at my best, overall. But physically and mentally, I felt my best in the last decade. And it's weird. It's like you think that, you know, you'd feel like your best in your 20s. I mean, sure, my body didn't have little aches and pains and stuff, but I didn't really take care of myself or really, like, look after myself in my 20s and my 30s. And I started doing that in my 40s, and I feel better now. I'm eating better. I feel better. So, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. What is the best weapon in Long Dark? What I got right here, baby. That sucker right there. That sucker right there, that bow. That is the best. That is the best weapon in Long Dark. Reusable ammo. It's quiet. You can once you get sort of the angles of shooting it down, you can really use it to an advantage to take out targets over long distances. And it packs a punch. And once you get to level 5 archery, you are golden. Level 5 archery is the best. Old lady fan with a 3-month resub. Thank you so much, old lady fan. I appreciate that 3-month resubberoo there. And it's very light. That is true. It's very, very light. Well, that blew my fire out. That completely wrecked my fire, I'm sure. Lockdown has made these past 2 years feel like a blur and a slog all at once. I had 2 birthdays that feel like they came back to back. Yeah, well, I had my 50th birthday at the beginning of this pandemic. The beginning of the pandemic was my 50th birthday, and guess what we did for it? Nothing. I didn't even get to celebrate the big 5-0. The Hawaii 5-0 never got celebrated. What you gonna do? But old lady fan, again, thank you for the 3-month resub. I really super appreciate it. Super appreciate the support.
Too much stuff to carry.
Oh god, I gotta leave 2 pieces because it's just gonna be too heavy. How many arrows do you say is a reasonable amount to carry at any given time? You know, for me, King Caramel, I like to carry at least a dozen. I will get upwards of 20 at times, though. Especially if you're planning to go to, like, Bleak Inlet or Blackrock Prison. You want to have at least 20 to 25 arrows on you. In most instances, if you have a dozen arrows on you, you're going to be pretty safe. But if you're going to Bleak or to Blackrock, you'll definitely want to double that. Because you will lose a lot of arrows to the Timberwolves unless you spend a bunch of time chasing them down after they run away with your arrow. You'll want to do that though. So, but yeah, about a dozen is a good starting point. Usually when I make my first forge run, I try to make my hatchet and my hacksaw, which I think takes 7 or 8 pieces of metal between the two. I think it's 7, or is it 8? It's 5, it's 8. I try to have 8 and 10 more pieces of metal to make 20 arrows. That's my first Forge Run dream, is to have like 18 to 20 pieces of metal, and then I'll make up my hatchet and my knife, and then I'll take everything else and turn it into arrowheads. Even if I don't have the feathers or the birch ready for it yet. Because then you don't have to worry about it. You can leave the arrowheads or carry them around with you or whatever you want. So yeah, 12 to 25, just like Wowdane said, is a good starting point is 12. But yeah, on that first Forge Run, I at least like to make 20 arrows. 20 arrowheads. And the thing is that if you have the 20 arrowheads going on, you know, that's only 10 pieces of metal. It's not a lot of metal that you have to carry with you. Alright, since it's a big storm out here, and I really don't feel like sleeping out here tonight, I'm gonna ditch down into the cave down here. I don't want to waste fuel just to make a fire to sleep. And because there's a cave right down here that I can sleep in. Oh, jeez, I need my bedroll though. Holy crap. It's been about a year since it's happened. Even told you about it once, but to this day I'm still mad at spending 2 in-game weeks looking for a heavy hammer only to find one at Forlorn. Then I decided just go and drop off everything else preemptively. In fact, my first long run I made 200 plus arrowheads. Wow. You need to shush it, buddy. Oh, you know what? We have a lot of on us. We've got that there, and then we have the unboiled water as well. And I'm just going to drop there. If you remember Ath lugging 50 arrowheads away from the forge, you get it. Hey, you know, never stop making arrowheads at a forge. If you have metal at a forge, and you've made your knife and you've made your hatchet, you want to make as many as you can. I'm having a mind blank. What is the third way of getting extra carry weight? Well-fed, technical backpack, and the moose-hide satchel. Those are the 3 ways to get 5 kilos per little perk there that you can get. And on Stalker, Pilgrim, and Voyager, you can find a moose-hide satchel already made at the smoke signal in Hush River Valley. So if you're in Hush River Valley, you can get a free, oh, Jesus criminy. I did not hear that one. You can get a free moose-hide satchel there, at the smoke signal. So you don't even have to make it. You can actually go just gather it. Skylit Love, hello, and thank you, Burliest Squid, for the ducky hugs there. I appreciate that very much. Very much, my friend. Yes, the Moose Magic Jack was on the bridge. It's the one, it's probably like my 3rd, maybe 4th time at best that I've ever been able to get the moose in Desolation Point. He's one of the rarest mooses in the game. The rarest mooses, rarest meese. Being honest, Ath, being full dressed in furs in this game is stylish as heck, but man, it's stylish as heck, but man, it's like man, it's a good look. Oh yeah, totally. Having all fur on is just amazing. Unfortunately, in Stalker, Pilgrim, and Voyager, the clothing is so much better, you never ever actually need to have all your fur clothing made. The only thing I would recommend making in Stalker, Pilgrim, and Voyager, because it has a little bit better warmth than the wool toque, is making the rabbit skin hat. Because at full kit, I think it's a 2-degree. No, it has a little more windproof. It has more windproof than the than the wool toque. Because the wool toque's the best hat you can get, period, of any level. But you can get better gloves, better boots, better pants, better coats. You can get all better stuff in Stalker, Pilgrim, and Voyager than the fur clothing. And it's lighter. It doesn't take away as much sprint. It doesn't weigh as much. Me too. I'm so glad we can repair the crampons now. That's why I wear them all the time now. I'm like, you know what? The crampons protect my moose-hide satchel, so I never really need to repair it. And the crampons give me a little bit extra protection. And you can repair them with 2 pieces of metal and a toolkit. That's all you need. 2 pieces of metal and a toolkit. And the only time they really take significant damage is in an attack. That's the only time they really take significant damage. Otherwise, you're good to go. My whetstones are almost gone. One of the reasons we're going to make another knife and hatchet over here. Because this is the last whetstone that I have right now. But early game, I use up all my whetstones. I don't care. I just use my whetstones until they're done. Let's rip these torches apart. But yeah, gauntlets and mucklucks are awesome in Stalker, Pilgrim, and Voyager. That's what you want to go for. That's what you want to go for. Feed! Hello, hello! How are you doing? Ooh, posture check. Nice. Oh, God. By the way, boys and girls, Secret Lab, great chairs. They are a little expensive, but man, it is the best chair I have ever had. Of all the chairs I've had over the years gaming and stuff, it is the best chair I've ever had. And I'm not being paid to talk about it or nothing. I'm just telling you, in my opinion, it's the best one I've ever had. It's comfortable. It's all leather. They are, like I said, they are a little on the spendy side, but I think they're well worth it. I think the life expectancy I'll get out of this chair is going to be well worth it. So, just made my first moose hide cloak ever. Now I'm fully covered in animal clothes. Day 85, my best sloper run yet. Nice, Goonies. We just got that. We just got the moose. We got the moose. We got the moose. We got stuff back at the old church ready to go because we got the moose. Oh, you know what we should do? Since we're here anyway, we might as well break down some crates. You know what I'm saying? We'll just do it with our hands because we don't have to do it with that. There we go. And please, boys and girls, like the bot just said, go check out our stream team. We are now up to 15 members in our stream team, boys and girls. 15 members of a stream team that Gameslift and I started. Gameslift, of course, is a member of it. Thomasina is also in it. Jarl of Goats, Cassadar, you're in it as well. Black Filtration, Wicked Viking, Jorel, who plays a lot of Escape the Pacific, just like I do. Guntech, Mind Over Mandy, Nazarat TV, Jolly Doodle, Nuxie Boy, Tyla Mount Singer, and Bad Gal KT are 2 of our newest members. Tyla and Bad Gal just joined the other day, which I was super excited about. And we're just slowly gathering some like-minded streamers that we like, that we've sort of made friends here on Twitch with, and we're just gathering them into a little stream team, and that way we have sort of a group of us that all play kind of similar games. Some of us play a little different games, it's fun. It makes it fun for everybody. You ever feel too blessed by RNG? I started a Stalker run about a month ago. Immediately lost interest in the run when I got like 3 peanut butters, 3 maple syrups, and an entire wardrobe's worth of high-tier clothing by day 2. It kind of took the idea of challenge out of it. Well, thing is though, King Caramel, if you play a lot of Interloper, Stalker is going to look like Voyager or Pilgrim to you. I'm just being honest. It's not. I mean, when I play on my Streamloots runs and we're playing on Stalker, it's like, oh my god, I got so much stuff just inside this one room. And there's certain areas in the game that you can just go to, and you can get so much gear. It's crazy. It's crazy how much gear you get in Stalker. Stalker just has an inordinate amount of gear in it. If you want to challenge... Good dog. Good dog. Good dog, Ubu. Good boy. If you want to challenge in Stalker, here's what I do. If you want a stalkerish run, like, stalker weather and that sort of stuff, but you want a little bit of a challenge, do a custom stalker run.
Too heavy.
Turn the loot down, turn guns and turn rifles and revolvers on, so you still have them available to you, and then play it. Because then you have stalker wolves, you have stalker weather, you'll have less loot, you'll have guns and ammo still on, but you will have no knives and no hatchets turned on, so you will have to go make those. And so a custom stalker with just a few modifications can kind of be like an easier interloper run. So you get a little more challenge out of it, but the weather won't be as bad. The wolves will be a little bit worse because but they won't hit very hard. They won't hit very hard. Yeah, so you definitely use the custom settings. You can utilize those custom settings a lot and get a huge advantage from them as far as being able to make your game a little more, not easy, but make it more palatable to you and make it a little bit more of a challenge. Because I've heard that from a lot of people that are like, I'm bored with Stalker, but I get on Interloper and I just die every I play for 5 days and I'm dead. You know, and so that gives you a good alternative to it. And yeah, map knowledge, I've always said, the key to success in this game is map knowledge. Map knowledge, map knowledge, map knowledge. The more you know, the better you are at surviving. The more you know where to duck into a cave, where different where different houses are, even just tiny structures that'll have a stove in them, stuff like that will just save your butt when a blizzard comes up. Try to start remembering landmarks as well, because if you're like, notice some very distinct landmarks in the game. Like, look around Mystery Lake and go, okay, that tree there is very distinctive. I'm going to remember that. And then in a blizzard, if you run up against that tree, you're like, oh, I know where I am now. And so you won't have as hard a time figuring out where you go. Or where to go. I'm going to be a fat boy. I'm going to pick up all this meat. We're going to drop the little tiny pieces over here. Oh, I didn't mean to drop that one. Gosh dang it. I dropped a big one.
All this gear is slowing me down.
I need to sort it by weight. There we go. There we are. Okay, now we're good. Yeah, the main thing is blizzards get you. Remember the first time I played Stalker, I was very surprised to be attacked by a wolf within 3 minutes. Yeah, Stalker has an inordinate amount of wolves in it, but they don't hit as hard as wolves do in other modes of gameplay. So I'm gonna take my clothes off because I don't want damage from the wind. Actually, the Moosehide Satchel doesn't take a lot of damage, so I'll wear that still. I'm warm enough by the fire that it's not going to hurt me at all. But also, one thing in a blizzard, if you get lost in a blizzard, my best recommendation is that you just walk straight. Do not just go in a straight line. You'll eventually hit something. If you start turning, even a little tiny left or right, even in a tiny left or right, you'll start walking in circles. You just want to go straight. Eventually, you'll hit a wall, or a cliff, or a building, or you'll hit something, and then you can follow that to either a cave or somewhere else. So, but that's your best bet in a blizzard if you absolutely get lost. Just put it on auto walk and head in a straight line. Because moving left or right, even turning like this much, if you're walking and you turn that much, eventually you're deviating off really super far. And you'll get even more lost because of that. So you definitely want to use the straight line in a blizzard. That's one place where auto walk can come in super duper handy. DLC well fed but water? Huh. Interesting. But yeah, definitely look into the custom option, King Caramel. It's a good option. Mark Wars plays almost exclusively on custom.
Carry this load for much longer.
Technically we are playing on a custom interloper right now. The only thing that the only reason am doing a custom interloper is that I wanted to pick the zone I wanted to spawn in. I wanted to pick Blackrock Prison to start this spawn in. That's the only reason I did it. And if you don't change any settings, the game's essentially the same. The loot's all the same, the weather, the wolves, the bears, everything is the same in the game, except that I got to pick my loot spot, or my spawn spot. Now, there is one thing that changes. For some reason, if you do a custom interloper, if you get intestinal parasites, they only last for 10 days instead of 20 days. Which in regular interloper, if you get intestinal parasites, you get 20 days worth of them. So I basically went into this one going, okay, well, I'm not going to eat any bear or wolf meat before I get cooking level 5, and that way I just avoided that situation altogether. So that was the one promise I made at the beginning of this run, is not to eat any wolf or bear meat before I got cooking level 5, so I wouldn't have to deal with that. Well, you know, the joy of this game, though, Black Rider, is that your way to play is no better or worse than my way to play. You can play the game however you want, and as long as you're alive the next day, you're successful. There's nothing. That's the cool thing. That's the thing I love about this game, is there's no right or wrong way to play it. The only wrong way to play it is if you die. If you die, you played it wrong. As long as you're alive, you're doing it right. So that's one thing that's really cool about this game, is that it doesn't set a limit on what you can do. It allows you to do whatever you want. The only thing you have to do that everybody has to do is stay alive. And as long as you're doing that, boom, you're good to go. So if your idea is, hey, I want to just explore. I'm not going to kill any big animals. I'm just going to explore around, maybe get a deer here or there for some food, and not really worry about a lot of the other stuff in the game. Cool. You're good. You're good to go.
Sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
As long as you're living, you're doing it right. I mean, you could play a whole interloper run if you wanted to. You could play a whole interloper run and never kill an animal if you wanted to. It probably wouldn't last super long because you'll eventually run out of foods, but,
Tell me what
you know.
I can't do. Don't tell me what I can't do.
Don't ever tell me what I can't do, ever! Don't tell me what I can't do!
Don't know if you saw my tweet to Raph about an idea for 4 Days of Night. Oh, I did. I didn't see that. Do you have a link to that tweet? I'd love to go take a look at it. I don't get on the twat very much, my friends. Twitter is a dumpster fire to me. I get a few alerts from a few people I follow, and I have my alerts on just so if, like, they ever actually do an update for this game. Do an update for this game. If they do an update, I'll see it. I'll see that they're gonna do it, so I can look at it, but I do not get on Twitter at all very much, so. I am not a big fan of Twitter. I think Twitter is what's wrong with a lot of what's going on these days. Because people just hear their little echo chamber and think that it's the only thing around. I like Twitter DMs. Twitter DMs are a great way to, like, you know, talk to people that you know, but that's a different thing. All right, let's see what this is here. New idea. Easter with bunnies as big as humans can only be downed with Easter eggs found on the island. They have to be boiled in a pot, only 4 at a time. Even when hard boiled, the eggs have a chance of exploding on contact. Okay. So that's not so much 4 days a night, that's 4 days of Easter. That would go right along with our Christmas idea. 4 days of Christmas. Or they could do 12 days of Christmas. Where the deer and the deer and the moose all get, like, rainbow shiny noses. They all get shiny noses, but they only light up during an aurora. But there's an aurora all the time. Every night is an aurora, and some certain trees have Christmas lights on them, and they have prezzies under them for you. Yeah, that's the only thing I use it for too. That's really what I use it for. I don't really post much on Twitter. I don't get into political forums on Twitter. It's just not worth my time. Not worth my time. Thank you for the bear apocalypse, by the way. We did kill a bear. Light the site on fire, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way a lot of social media is, though. I mean, what can you do? You can rail and scream about it, but nothing's gonna change. All the kids like their Twitters and their tickety talks. Their tickety talks and their Twitters is what they're all about. There's some weird stuff that goes on TikTok. Some weird stuff going down on that site. I don't even have TikTok. I never, ever had any interest. I've seen some TikTok clips, but I never had any interest to get on TikTok. Not at all. Not at all. That seems like even more of a dumpster fire than Twitter. Now, if you enjoy it, good for you. Good for you. If you enjoy it, good for you. But, you know, just not for me. It's not for me. I'm too old for that. I'm too old for that stuff.
Something's gotta go.
Too old for that stuff. Can you imagine leaving camp office and this huge bunny standing there looking at you going, "What you gonna do about it, sucker?" Atheenon yelling at clouds, exactly. Get off my damn lawn, you damn kids! You damn kids, get off my lawn! Okay, so I can't put it down, probably because I have these sticks here. There we go. Let's go. Let's just dump the sticks over here, I guess. Got a lot of sticks. Boom. I think if you go into Twitter and you go into TikTok, ooh, a little dancey dance, with the idea that it is not real life. It is not a majority of people in the world. It's a very small amount. They are very loud. They are very loud, but they are a very small. If you go on there and you think that that's reality, it's not. It's not how most people view the world. It's not how most people relate to the world. But hey, you know, that's just what it is. Shy Guy, how you doing, buddy? Maybe because I follow non-toxic people, yeah. You just have to be very discerning on who you follow, too. That's a very true thing. Be discerning on who you follow. Don't follow people who are toxic. Don't follow people who are trying to start dramas. It's just not worth it. There's enough. Everybody has enough crap going on in their lives these days. Everybody has enough crap going on in their own lives these days that you don't need everybody else's crap piled on top of it.
I'm doing stuff, Lori. Thanks.
Almost done with a long dark mod for 7 days. Ooh. Very cool. Stuff. That's kind of cool. Well. Yeah, if you're not political, you're the problem. Well, I'm not political on Twitter at all. I have no patience for it. All zombies are now wolves, and all fat zombies are bears. Nice.
I'm not sure I can carry
Okay, well, yeah, we can't carry much more with us, so we're going to drop a little water here, a little more water. And although I've probably mentioned this before, if you don't know, you can cure guts and hides inside the church. The church, for whatever reason, it's outdoors, but you can cure guts and hides here. No problem. So, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It's a little weird, but you can do it.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yes, it is. I got a tinder plug and a, got a tinder plug. I can get rid of that. I got a ruined whetstone. I can get rid of that. Can you also do that near windows? You pretty much have to do... I think you have to cure it in the middle of the church here. It has a radius. I know it doesn't extend out here, but I don't know if it extends over to the windows or not. I usually just drop them in the middle of the floor. That's where I usually drop them down. But yeah, this church is all outside, so if you're looking for a nice place to chill out, it's a good place to chill out. Oh, I guess I can put my clothes back on. That would probably help a little bit. There we go. I had my clothes off because we were right next to a fire. I didn't want my clothing getting damaged too much. Because since we're outdoors, even though we're inside here, the clothing still takes some damage, so. Might as well make some more water, baby.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Moving and aiming seems more fluid on PC. Console player myself, and aiming always feels a bit stilted. Yeah, I've never played it on console, so I couldn't speak to that, but I have a feeling it probably is. Put your bedroll on the pew. Can I put the bedroll on the pew? Pew pew. Put it right up on the pew. That looks like a comfy spot. Can you stay in a region for 500 days, or does the game eventually push you out? I mean, theoretically, yeah. I mean, you could if you wanted to. It's gonna get really boring. I'll warn you, it'll get really boring for 500 days. Now, early game, no. In the condition, you know, at the stage of the game I'm in right now, we could probably spend the rest of our time in Desolation Point if we wanted to. But it gets boring. It's just more boring than anything else. And there's so many zones to explore now. It's like, why stay in one zone when you have all the zones in the game to explore? Killing a charging wolf on consoles, not easy task. Yeah, I found aiming with my mouse and I draw and shoot with my keyboard. It works really good. But yes, Blanton, you can possibly stay in a zone for 500 days if you want to.
My fingers feel
Mark Wars actually did a run where he stayed in each zone for 200 days. Including transition zones. Including the transition zones. Which sounds boring as heck. Boring as heck. I would not do that to myself. Oh yeah, I know you're always freezing, buddy. Do I have any food on me? I brought no food over, did I? Nope. We'll go break down a few boxes up here. I never broke these down before. Get warmed up. Hopefully the storm will pass. Mark Horse is nuts. No, just Coastal Highway, Crumbling Highway, the Winding River, and the Ravine. Those zones for 500 days. Or for 200 days. Just the three name transition ones. Crumbling, Winding, and Bleak Inlet. All right. What's our weight? 46. Let's go back, grab some meat, and then we're going to head over to the forge. Make a new hatchet, new knife. Get some hatchets and knives made. Get some arrowheads made. You gotta go craft up some arrows. Do that sort of stuff. Quote number 6. I'm not crazy. No, you're not crazy. You're not crazy, Mark Wars. You're never crazy, my friend. You're crazy like a fox. You're a good kind of crazy. But you're not crazy. Hey, you see, how you doing today? Hello, hello. We just cooked up the moose here, you see. We got the moose. We actually got the moose. We got the moose in Desolation Point, which was kind of a rare spawn. I did 500 just for the achievement. Yeah, that was my first goal is with Will Eggy McKenzie was getting 500 days. And then it was trying to get to 1,000 days, but we died. We passed away, unfortunately. He didn't quite make it. Oh, we'll take the cedar, baby. In this kind of weather, you take the cedar. If you can do it without getting cold, why not? Heck to the yeah.
Can't feel my feet.
That's alright. We'll take some pounders with us, but I'm gonna pound down these little pieces first, and then we'll carry the kilo pieces with us. If you have a choice to carry meat with you, don't carry small pieces. The problem carrying small pieces of meat is that small pieces of meat give off the same scent as large pieces of meat. So you want to carry the small pieces, because then you will not have you want to carry the big pieces, I mean, because you then will not have all the smell from the small pieces. Boop boop. There we go. Get rid of those. What's our weight? 46.32. That's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Okay, let's grab some meat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Help us at 51. All right, we're good to go. I think the other reason I stopped is that Stalker Run was a straw. Is a straw broke the camel's back situation. Found a skill book on a car floorboard. Oh yeah. That's a glitch. That's actually a glitch, King Caramel. They know about it. They know about it. I want to get the Moosehide Satchel and Pilgrim. I'm just scared because I read there's no man-made shelter. There's in Hush River Valley. There's lots of caves though. There's lots of caves in Hush River Valley, Blanton. Lots of caves. Just take a lot of cloth with you. Take a bunch of cloth with you. Pick up a bunch of sticks. If you're on Pilgrim, just make snow shelters. You're good to go. Make snow shelters. You're good to go. Don't carry small pieces. World's most fragrant Slim Jim? I don't know what a fragrant is. Maybe you meant flagrant. Flagrant Slim Jim. Possibly. Possibly. Hey, look there. Oh, the crows are around the wolf. I bet I could get some feathers here. That'd be kind of nice. That would be kind of nice. I didn't get any feathers off the moose. Oh, I do have these 2 pieces of meat here, too. Fragrant. Oh, fragrant. Oh, fragrant, actually. Oh. Why couldn't I read fragrant? Good God. My reading comprehension is really bad, boys and girls. Reading things on screens is not good. Not good at all for me. I'm really bad at reading things on screens. It doesn't work very well. I see words that I should know, but yeah, but my brain should have been able to put it together. My brain should have been able to put it together. And that was my fault. Words like fragrant, though, I don't usually use that often. I don't see them written down very often, so. This is the best starting map? Ooh, I strongly disagree with that, but if you like starting here, good for you. Oh, wow, I didn't need to bring the meat over here. I guess I didn't need to bring this moose meat over here. I guess I didn't need to bring the moose meat over. Yeah, the main thing I don't like about this map, Ness, is if you don't get the bedroll, it's a pain in the ass to get out of here. And there's no cattails in the zone. Unless you find a cattail as a beach comb.
No power in the verse.
If you find a cattail as a beachcomb, it's not bad. But if you don't find a beachcomb cattail, you know, you're kind of basically kind of stuck. Yeah, it's a risk. You can get some good stuff here, but honestly, Desolation Point, if you look at our loot tables, Desolation has the least amount of loot of any zone in the game, starting wise on Interloper. Starting wise on Interloper, it has the least amount of loot. Which is one of the reasons I'm not a big fan. Ash Canyon's a great start. Ash Canyon, if you can capitalize on Ash Canyon, that is a great start. Yeah, there's not a lot of clothing here either. You can usually, in here, you can, in Hibernia, you can usually find a hat, you know, or something like that. You can usually find a hat or something. But yeah, there's not overall a lot of clothing in here. Take that bed down. How many bed frame pieces does that give me? 3 hours, it gives me 8 pieces. That's not bad. I could do that. Is there anything I want to fix up or do anything with before I go to bed? Do. Nope, not really. There's not much. I understand the mechanics behind beachcombing, but every time I see a piece of metal or a tool on the ice, I just kind of stare at it like metal boats float because of the shape of metal on its own, less floaty. You win or lose in Desolation. Yeah, you either win or lose in Desolation Point. And by the way, boys and girls, those loot tables still hold up even to this day. Even to this day, those loot tables still hold up for finding some of your basic stuff. So if you're looking for basic loot in the game, heavy hammer, hacksaw, anything like that, check out the loot tables. If you're having trouble finding stuff, you know, it's a tool like anything else. You don't have to use it, but it will give you a little less stress. Hibernia is what happens when you stare into a forge for too long. Hibernia. Not Hibernia, but Hibernia. I gotcha. Well, I guess we definitely don't have to worry about meat here. We got plenty of food outside. And even though it's ruined, it doesn't matter. Eat up, baby. Mmm, that nice, ruined, rancid bear meat. It's always good. Some good stuff, boys and girls. Good stuff. Desolation Point is like two-face flipping coin, heads or tails. Survivor, heads or tails. The bear's behind me. There's no bear behind me. I killed the bear here. The bear here is dead. He's dead by my hand. Okay, so we took that metal there. How many pieces do we have now? We got 10. So that's a knife and a hatchet and 4 arrowheads. Take this shelf here, too. There we go. Oh, now we have a floating box. That's kind of cool. I know you can't really see a lot in here, but... Got one more shelf there and a shelf there as well. Guess I can take this crate. If I had to choose a forge, it's muskeg. Yeah, muskeg's my fave. This is a good... I like coming here as a secondary forge, but as a first forge, I'm not a big fan of this one. Oh god, I just lost my well-fed bonus because I starved myself on accident. Whoopsie, I saw that happening and I was like, oh god, I'm almost done cooking. I was like praying that it would last, but we lost our well-fed bonus on accident. Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, that's okay. We're going to be forging for a little while, so... We'll get it back before we leave Desolation Point. It just makes carrying around stuff a little annoying. Let's grab our heavy hammer. Get some more water in us. Had a bear spawn 50 meters from me at Trapper's. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Trapper's cabin, there's a bear that walks right up to it. It's a bear that comes right up to Trapper's there. Yeah, in Mystery Lake, you'll have... There's 4 spots that the bears can spawn. But in each individual game, you're only going to get 2 bear spawns. So you want to figure out where they're at. And then you're set for the rest of the game, because that's the only places they will actually spawn. $146, one more piece of coal and we're good to go. There we go. Let's grab a couple of these sticks here. Grab the rest of the cedar. I know, buddy. I know, it's tough. Alright, now one thing you can do when you're forging that works really well is you can put 2 liters of water on. Oh, did it not heat it up? Do I need one more piece of coal? Oh, I didn't put a piece of coal on it, did I? We'll summon a lich. There we go. That'll get it up there. Okay. And then you can cook water while making arrowheads. I screwed up on this one. My water will boil away if I don't do this. 1 arrowhead and then get the water off. But usually you can do 2 liters of water, 4 arrowheads. And even at cooking level 5, the water should still be there. It'll be very close to being boiled off, though, so you have to get out. Yeah, we got 18 minutes. So you can make a lot of water while making those. Now, we're going to actually make up a new hatchet. Drink some of our water. And we'll make up a new knife while we're here, too. Because why not? Hatchets and knives go good together. Now we'll have extras. Alright, how long we got on the fire still? Okay. Nah, you're fine, buddy. You can go all night long, my friend. Alright, now we'll just do arrowheads for the rest of the time. Actually, I might do another hatchet and another knife. It might almost be to our advantage to have several. Oh, it's daytime out again. It's daytime again! We'll do a couple more arrowheads real quick.
It's getting weaker.
Yeah, well, late game, you're gonna run out of whetstones, and unless you want to make trips to Bleak Inlet or trips to Blackrock to use the milling machine, it's a good idea to have extra hatchets and knives in the game. I'll probably take an extra hatchet and knife back to Mystery Lake and leave it leave it inside the Carter Hydro Dam. I'd like to have another hatchet and knife in Pleasant Valley as well, if I can. And then I already have a backup hatchet and knife in Coastal Highway right now.
It's starting to weigh me down.
Shh. You're just fine, my friend. So let's make one more. Let's make one more hatchet. Trapper cabin, one of those places where you can just take a step outside, see the bear, and turn right back around. Not today. Yep, you go. Not today, nature. You don't get me today, my friends.
Feels like a lot of gear.
I hate the leaning floor in this place. I always feel so disjointed. I'm gonna leave 4 coal here, just in case we need it later on. See how many arrows we can get going on here. We only have 5 more pieces left anyway. Yeah, you know, Blackrock's not a real fun one to do. You try to speed run. Speed run what? What are you speed running? What are you running from? That's what I want to know. What are you running from?
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
First 30 days. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I actually like to take the slow roll. I've gotten in the habit now of being slow on my first 30 days. Taking my time, getting my gear, getting deer hides, birch and maple gathered up, getting stuff that I can actually craft, getting things to craft. I find that to be very helpful early game. Getting deer hides, rabbit hides, guts, birch, maple, getting all that stuff sort of secured, and then making my forge run. Because then by the time I get back from the forge, I can make up all my deer skin and rabbit skin clothing. I can make up all of my bows and arrows, everything like that. Any idea what my birch count is? I have about 40-ish birch hanging around somewhere. I have about 40 birch hanging around. I have about 35 or so sitting at the Carter Hydro Dam that I haven't even broken down into arrow shafts yet. And I have another, I have like arrow shafts on me right now. I think I have 10 arrow shafts on me at the moment. 299 days, boys and girls. I've got 10 arrow shafts on me right now. I got 3 knives, 3 hatchets. I've got 37 arrowheads now. That'll last me the rest of the game. I'll probably never have to come back to the forge again. I am going to take the hammer with me because I want to repair the hammer. Actually, you know, I'll just bring a piece of fur back here along with the toolkit. Because I'll want to repair that hammer up at some point. But yeah, oh, I have tons of birch. It always seems, Jameer, like at the beginning of the game, you're going to run out of birch and maple. But by the end of the game, you're like, oh my god, I have so much of it. Because, especially the maple. Because as the game progresses, your bow breaks down way slower than it did in the early game. And so your bow's condition goes down very, very, very slowly. And so later in the game, you're like, oh, I got plenty of bow. I got plenty of bow left. All right, that puts us at max weight. Actually, you know, let's go over. Actually, I'm gonna leave. Now, let's go over to Hibernia. I want to make some arrows. I need to fix up my hacksaw because my hacksaw is at 56% right now. So we need to get a piece of fur so we can repair our heavy hammer. We need to get a couple pieces of metal so we can repair our hacksaw. That means we're gonna have to use our hacksaw to break down some more metal, but that's okay because we can repair it up. So we have just a couple things we got to do. And then I might make a quick trip back to Coastal Highway just to drop off the knives and hatchets. I might just do that. And then come back here, get the deer hide, or get the moose hide and the bear hide. Take those back to Coastal Highway, because Coastal Highway is sort of my central staging point for this side of the map. The garage area is sort of my main base in Coastal Highway. If you want to say I have a main base, I have main bases. Like, I have bases everywhere. That's my goal anyway. 7 rabbits, 5 deer in the maple in 2 days. We're good to go. Yeah, exactly. And well, and see, if you take it slow, you can actually, if you're going to Forlorn and you take it a little slow, you could actually take cured birch and cured maple and cured guts to the forge with you, forge your knife, forge your hatchet, flip around, use that crafting table right there at the forge, and boom, you got your knife and hatchet. You got your bow and arrows right there. And then you come out of Forlorn with bow and arrow. Oh, is that fur? Oh, I got fur right here. Nice. What's it good for? Absolutely nothing except repairing our stuff. Boom. All right. Got a toolkit here.
This gear is slowing me down.
Yeah, I still have my meat on me, so I don't care. Slow me down a little bit. Quonset, yeah, the Quonset garage is great. But yeah, that's sort of what I've started doing, Black Rider, is just kind of, I'll get to Mystery Lake. I'll actually take my guts and hides and my birch and maple to the Mystery Lake camp office, drop it off there, go explore the side that has the unnamed pond and Trapper's cabin and that little cabin over there, and just gather some supplies. By the time I get back to the camp office, my stuff's all cured, and then I just go right to the forge. It's a little bit of a slow roll, but I love it. It works really good for me. It works really good for my gameplay. It just gives me that extra boost. Once I get done in Forlorn, I'm ready to go for the rest of the game. At that point I can go, oh, let's go to Milton and on to Hush River Valley, because we have everything we need. We have bows and arrows. We can start hunting the moose we can try for the moose on Marsh Ridge. We can try for the moose in Milton. We can go for the bear in Milton as well. And then we can go into Hush River Valley, get our smoke signal, get all the loot from that. I mean, honestly, I like a Hush River Valley start immensely. I love starting in Hush River Valley. There's nothing more satisfying than coming out with your heavy hammer, hacksaw, bedroll, the Mackinac jacket, all that stuff. It's so nice coming out of there with that. We do Leroy Jenkins it a lot, that's for sure. Alright, I'm just going to leave these arrowheads here. Leave that arrow shaft here. Leave my feathers here. Leave my toolkit in there. Oh, jeez. Hey, Blackman PL! Thank you for the host of the raid! I wish you had clips, because this would give you clips as well, but... How many knives should you have carry? 2? Oh, I only carry 1 knife usually with me. I made extra knives just so when my knife starts wearing, because I have no way to repair this knife now. I have no way to repair this knife or these hatchets unless I go to unless I find more whetstones, or if I travel to a milling machine in Bleak Inlet or in Blackrock. So I try to carry him around with me now. HRV's a great region, Blackman PL. I see you agree with me. Yes, it is a great region. I love Hush River Valley. Yeah, once you know, I'd say if you're scared of Hush River Valley, go there with a pilgrim character and just explore. Spend your time exploring, mapping it, figuring the zone out, because once you get that zone down, it is very, very easy to get around in. But yeah, I usually only carry 1 knife, 1 hatchet. The main reason I have extras on me right now is because is because the Aurora came up. Oh, jeez Louise. Thank you so much for the 100 bits, J-Mir. I appreciate that very much, my friend. Okay, where's the, I need, I need 1 arrowhead, 3 feathers, and my toolkit. And we'll just make up our last arrow. I didn't make the last arrow because the sun went down. But now we have an Aurora, so we'll make our last arrow. Why not? Well, yeah, that's the reality of it, but they don't want you to be able to do that. That would be kind of like, you know, that'd be a little, you know, that'd just be a little too easy. That'd be too easy. They don't want it to be easy for you. By the way, as far as I know, there's no live electrical wires in this place. So it's not like the lights come on, but it's not like the dam where there's live electrical wires that can kill you. This place won't kill you. Let's just put it that way. This place will not kill you. And thank you again, Jamie, for the 100 bits. Let's get some wolf bits out there. Thank you so much, my friend. And please, boys and girls, go give Blackman PL a follow. Give him some love on his channel. Awesome member of the community. And an all-around awesome guy, too. Ooh, and I got the hiccups now. That's always fun. Oh, jeez Louise. Oh, I need that. I need the toolkit. I need the toolkit because I gotta repair my stuff. Something. Let's just grab that. Grab that. I can't make any more arrows up, so the lights are on, but nobody's home. Kind of like Atheenon. Hey, hey now, hey now. Oh, let's take a piece of. Let's get some metal here too. That gives me 2 pieces. That should be good enough. Sounds like a little bit of a storm out there. We're gonna repair our hacksaw real quick. Where's my hacksaw at? There we go. Don't like that hacksaw getting too low. Makes me nervous. Let's repair it one more time. I think we get 25% with each repair, so. Break that down real quick, too. Alright, there we go. Gave us a little more metal. Let's grab a couple of furs. We'll get some food out here. Actually, you know what? We'll wait till we get back over to the other place and grab food there. Because we have more food there. I'd rather leave some food at Hibernia. So we don't have to think about it. We chillin', Starport. We chillin'. How you doing, Starport? Hope you're having a good one, my friend. Hope life is going well for you and things are too. Did we ever loot this? Oh, we did. Okay. Hey, Bean! Hello, hello! How are you doing? You base up in Timberwolf Mountain? Yeah, see, I don't ever base up really, like, for long periods of time. The longest period of time I'll base up in a game is maybe 20, 30 days. All the SC guys from Blackman just got our feet up. Nice. Just got your feet up. You're just chilling out, kicking back. Ooh, that's a good stretch. Ooh, oh, that felt good. Got my Rocinante shirt on. I will admit, the last couple seasons of The Expanse were kind of... They just weren't they weren't as good. They weren't as good as the first, like, 3 seasons. The first 3 seasons of The Expanse are the best. And unfortunately, my top 5 sci-fi shows of all time, yeah, BSG is back in position 5, boys and girls. Because in my opinion, BSG holds up all the way through the series. I think The Expanse kind of got a little... I don't know what happened to The Expanse. The first 3 seasons were really good. The last few seasons they weren't bad. They just weren't as good. In my opinion. In my opinion. Just my humble opinion. They just weren't as good as the first seasons. A little emo, yeah, maybe a little emo. I don't know. It just the game, the series just kind of changed, and I liked where they were in the first seasons, the first like 3 seasons. The 4th season wasn't bad. The 5th and 6th seasons weren't bad, but they weren't like I didn't think they were as great as the early ones. And the way they got rid of Alex was just stupid. And that kind of bothered me too, because I loved Alex's character. The books were better. I've actually read the first 2 books. I'm on the 3rd one now. The books are really good, though. The books are really good. I used to play DayZ. I like survival games too. Also, wanted to play that one on PS3 back in the day. I played a little bit of DayZ. It was interesting. DayZ wasn't bad. It wasn't my style of game, really. It wasn't my style of game, so I was just like, you know, it's not for everybody. I'm actually gonna try Project Zomboid this Saturday. I've heard really good stuff about it. Mark Wars has talked good about it. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna play it this Saturday. We're gonna try a little Project Zomboid. And just a little bit later on today, we're gonna be playing a little bit of Elden Ring in just a little while. Oh yeah, we got the cabin fever going on, baby. We're gonna go dump off stuff and go sleep in a bear's cave. The Last of Us, yeah, God, I wish Last of Us was on PC. I wish that was on PC, but it's a console one. No, I don't play console games, so I'm gonna have to wait for Horizon Forbidden West to come out on PC as well, which will be like a year or so. But I think that's one of the reasons Elden Ring has taken off, where Horizon Forbidden West, you heard a little buzz about it for about a week, and nothing. Because when you have a cross-platform game like Elden Ring, where you can play it on... Oh, we just got well-fed. When you can play it on console, you can play it on Xbox, PS, you can play it on PC, you're going to get a lot bigger hit as far as a fan base. You know, I've been enjoying Elden Ring. It's very challenging. Elden Ring is way outside my wheelhouse as far as like game style, gameplays, and stuff like that. But I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've been kind of going with a tanky dexterity build. I haven't really gotten into the magic part of it at all. I don't really know what I'm doing a lot of times in it, but I've been having fun with it, so. Been having a lot of fun with Elden Ring. We're gonna play a little bit of it tonight, as a matter of fact, in about an hour. In about an hour, we're gonna play a little Elden Ring. The Elden Rings. Oh, actually, I want to drop this. I want to drop this toolkit. Your Prime is only $8? What? My Prime's expensive, man. Strippers versus werewolves. What the heck is that? What is even that? What is a stripper versus a werewolf? What is that?
Might have to drop some gear.
Is that a show? I mean, I guess that could be a thing. Yeah, we gotta get rid of the cabin fever. We only have 31% risk, so sleeping in the cave, cooking up the bear meat, sleeping in the cave for a night, we'll pretty much get rid of it for us. And then we'll be ready. We'll be ready. We can make a quick run back to Coastal Highway, come back here, grab the other stuff we want to take, and get out of here. You see what happened to Hawkeye and PZ? A flaming Z surrounded him, cooked him, and then ate him. Wow! Wow! You want to see me in absolute smoke and panicky terror on Saturday? Yes, you will. But yeah, Valor, I'm excited to play Project Zomboid. I never thought I'd say that, but I am. I'm excited to play it. It should be fun. New game hype.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
Figured I'd take that fur. We weren't going to take much damage, so why not? What's a good fur? I forgot I have rabbit hides curing here, too. Oh, they're already cured. Look at that. My guts are all cured, too. Blackbear hide's almost cured, too.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
You're warming up, dude. It's 19 degrees in here. A little late on the old prompt there, buddy. Did somebody forget their whiner medicine today? Actually, can I get a Magellan's Fire? I doubt it, but I'll try anyway. Nope, I didn't think so. I didn't think so, but I gotta give it a try. Anytime we can save a match is a good day. I may suggest you some build too. And if you're lucky and you go to back, find your former character, kill it, and bury it. You get to go. Oh, you get to go back and find your former character and kill him. Oh, wow. That's sad. Oh, I'm expecting I'll die in Project Zomboid a lot. That would not surprise me in the least little bit.
Too much stuff to carry.
Oh man, it ran out of time. What?
Rest soon.
Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, well, I'm not going to do anything with it. I'll drop it. I'll figure it out later. Well, that sucks. I thought I'd have enough time on it because my fires last so long, but obviously this fire decided not to. Those are that's unboiled water. You can't play as Will. I like playing as Will. Will was my first, so you know. Alri, hello, hello. How are you, Alri? Hi. Oh, Valor, I'll be looking for a lot of help with Project Zomboid, so I'll be looking for a lot of help. I'll need some help. Hey, look, our nasty stuff is gone. I'll need somebody help. See what this yeah, let's take that. Let's move our place of operations. We're gonna take all that. We're gonna move over here to the church. We're gonna stage at the church, boys and girls. I do have an extra what, 27 arrowheads on me now. On top of my 22 arrows. It's fun having lots of arrows in the game. You feel more confident, more powerful. You aren't, but you feel that way. Now, if you want to get to the church and you don't want to have to walk a long time in the cold, you can cut through the mine, and the mine wraps around to the other entrance that's right below the church there. So we're going to take that route because that way we don't have to worry about wolves. We don't have to worry about the cold. We'll use a little bit of lantern oil, which is fine because we have like 6 or 8 liters of lantern oil sitting back in Coastal Highway right now because of all the fishing we did to get to level 4. So we're just gonna take the mine shortcut and get over to the safe side. That way you don't have to face any wolves or anything like that. So Like I said, you have to use a little lantern oil. Or have a torch, you know. Torch works too. He's too wheezy. Yeah, he is pretty wheezy. They call him Easy Wheezy. Did I never pick the coal up in here, or did I pick it up and it's now respawning? I can't remember. What's our weight right now? 54. Okay, so we can pick up a little bit more coal. If there's any. I mean, we've only been here for... How many days have we been here for? Oh. Oh, we hit day 300 a while ago. Holy crap, we're at 300. Mountaineers, Coastal Highway. Quonset, the Arch. Oh, yeah, so 290... We've only been here 7 days? Okay, we've only been here 7 days. Hey, Mary Carla, how are you? Hello, hello. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. I get so happy when I've got 12 arrows in the first 8 days and it cost me 4 for my first year. Yeah, when you're at low bow skill, getting those crit shots is kind of hard. Yeah, come on, 1,000. We're almost a third of the way there to our 1,000 day goal, boys and girls. Almost a third of the way there. Woo! Let's go. But how you doing, Mary Carla? I hope things are going well for you. If you have any questions at all about Long Dark or anything else, just feel free to ask. You're hanging in there? Oh, that's good. I've had one of those weeks where I'm kind of hanging in there too. Yesterday was probably, I think yesterday was my most stressful day at work that I've had in probably the last year. It's like, if anything could go wrong, it went wrong. Skylet, you have to go bye. All right, have a great day, Skylet, love. We'll see you later on. Bye. But, you know, those days come and go. There's nothing you can do about it. At least last night, my best friend came over, and me and her went out and had some food, and had some fun, and just hung out and had a good talk, and it was very nice. Very nice. Lupe, how you doing? No, Black Rider. She's my best friend in the whole world. That's not part of our relationship. It's not part of our deal. Good, you just joined Twitch. Well, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Twitch person. You're now a Twitch person, Lupe. You're now a Twitch person.
No power in the verse can stop me.
Get that cloth. Thank you, Mary Carla, for the follow as well. But nah, God, we were just talking about it the other day. Me and her have known each other now for 14 years. 14 freaking years. That's a long time. That's longer than any relationship I've ever had. So and to be honest, me and her were in a relationship at one point. But we basically figured out that, you know, us in a relationship just didn't work. It just wasn't, it's not what either of us, you know, we were kind of oil and water in a relationship. We're really good friends, but we were just oil and water in a relationship. And that was just not something either of us wanted, but we didn't want to lose each other out of our life, you know, out of each other's lives. So we've maintained a great friendship to this day, and she honestly is like my best friend in the whole world. I mean, she knows me better than pretty much anybody else that's alive. So, been a long time Long Dark player. What day am I on? And you're sorry to interrupt. You never have. First off, you never have to be sorry to interrupt. Second of all, we can always pause the game. Well, not pause the game. We're on day 301. We have carcass harvesting, cooking, fire starting, archery, and mending all at 5. Yeah, we were better as friends than as lovers. You know that old saying, you're better friends than lovers? That's what we were. Ice fishing, I got to 4 just the other day, which is kind of nice. Of course, rifle, firearm, revolver, gunsmithing. Who cares?
No power in the verse can stop me.
But yeah, we've had a very, very fun run so far. We spent 23 days in Mystery Lake, 22 in Pleasant Valley, 36 in Coastal, 23 in Desolation Point now, 9 days in T-Wolf, 4 days in Forlorn, 13 in Broken Railroad, 21 in Mountain Town, 20 in Hush River, 33 days in Bleak Inlet, 7 days in Ash Canyon, and yes, we spent 41 days in Blackrock. That zone, I hate that zone. And the most important stat of all, we have killed 204 wolves, 19 bears, 7 moose, 32 deer, and 78 rabbits. And the most important stat of all, we have found a record 10 can openers this game. 10 can openers. That's the most can openers I have found on any interloper run ever. Now, I am playing technically on a custom run. The only reason I did that is I wanted to get a Blackrock start. I wanted to start in Blackrock to see if I could get out of it and see if we could make a run of it from starting there. And so I forced the start there. The only thing different between a custom interloper and a regular interloper is that in a custom interloper game, for some strange reason, intestinal parasites only last 10 days instead of 20. Don't ask me why. But I just vowed when I started it that I wasn't going to eat predator meat until I got cooking 5. And we stuck to that vow, so we never had to deal with that. But in every other aspect, a custom interloper run, if you don't change anything, is exactly an interloper run as far as loot, weather, animals, and all that sort of stuff. It's all the same except for the intestinal parasites. That's the only thing that's different. At least that I've found so far. I've never found anything different with a custom interloper that way. I managed 52 days in Blackrock to map, and you're done. Yeah, we mapped up Blackrock actually pretty good. The Polaroids in Blackrock are very disappointing, but we mapped up Blackrock pretty good. We spent a lot of time in the prison, Bricklayer's Retreat. That's the cave over to Timberwolf, and then the exit to Pleasant Valley is down here. But we spent a lot of time in the substation and the prison as well. And we did go up to the mine and all that good stuff. We got the code and all that good stuff. And so we were able to get into the milling machine and use it. But after 41 days, I was kind of like, I'm kind of done with this zone. I'm over it. I'm over it. Over and out. So we left. But yeah, I usually play on interloper or an interloper-based game. Except when I'm playing Streamloots Edition Long Dark. And then I play on Stalker, and the chat gets to use their Streamloots cards to try to kill me, which is always
Power
fun
in the verse can stop me.
and triggering, but fun and triggering, but fun. Thank you for the follow there. I really appreciate it very much. Appreciate all the new follows today, all the new faces, all the old faces. All the faces in between. And please, boys and girls, do go check out our stream team that we have. We just started up our own stream team. Gamesliff and I did. Gamesliff is a member of it. He also plays a lot of Long Dark. And other members of it, like Thomasina, plays a lot of Long Dark. And some of them play other games other than Long Dark as well. I don't play exclusively Long Dark anymore. I used to be exclusively a Long Dark streamer for about the first three and a half years of my streaming. I pretty much exclusively played Long Dark, with a few other games sprinkled in here and there. But now I play a little bit more variety of games, mostly survival-based games. But today we're going to play a little bit of Elden Ring tonight in about an hour. We're going to switch over and play a little Elden Ring and have fun with that. I'm not good at Elden Ring. I'll forewarn you there. I'm not good at Elden Ring, but we do take down some bosses. We've taken down a couple mini-bosses. Took down the dragon, the first dragon guy. He was fun. I'm kind of a chonky boy in it. I'm trying to get trying to kind of do a tanky dex build, and it's kind of working okay. Kind of works okay. Ooh, is that another piece of coal? Good, the coal here is respawning. Nice. That means my coal. Ooh, that means my coal between Coastal Highway and Pleasant Valley is probably respawned. We should go back there and collect the coal. We should go back and collect the coal in that mine between Pleasant Valley and Coastal Highway. Because if it's respawning in here, after just the week or so that we spent in Desolation Point, then it's going to be respawning there as well. So we're gonna want to go check it out. Oh, I got a little bit of wood and stuff here. Oh, I got another rabbit hide, another cured gut, blah 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 blah. Got a little cedar and fur.
Starting to slow me down.
Oh, that put me overweight. What's the average coal respawn? You know, it starts respawning within like a week, but after a couple of weeks, it will be fully respawned. It kind of takes a little time to kind of ramp up, but after about a week is when it will start going. I watched a couple of your vids. Oh, nice. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. It's very kind. Oh yeah, let's drop some fur here. I don't need all this fur on me. Fur is good for one thing. It's about 10 days. Yeah, because we came through, so let's, just for example, we came through, that mine, we came through that on day 292 to 293, and it's now 10 days later, and there's some at the beginning of the mine, which means, yeah, it's about 10 days, so there you go. I don't ever keep track of it. I mean, I honestly don't ever keep track of the coal respawn. I just figure I spend enough time away, I come back, it's there. I come back and it's there. So I never worry about it that much. Because I'm not depending on it for my life, but it's definitely nice to have. Coal is the best fire source in the game. It's the best one in the game, Tactical. But yeah, I usually don't have the stopwatch out trying to time it or anything like that. Oh, look at some nice person left us food, a little bit of fuel, some water, aw, and some coal and some stickity boos. Oh, let's leave some reclaimed wood here for somebody in the future. That person being me. Reclaimed wood kind of sucks too. Oh gosh, I have it sorted by weight for some reason. There we go. Leave a couple sticks here. Actually, I'll leave them all here because we have cedar on us. Cedar and sticks. So cedar and sticks, you get 1 degree of warmth from a stick. You get 6 degrees from a piece of cedar. The difference is that 1 piece of cedar weighs a half a kilo. 6 sticks weigh almost a kilo. It weighs 0.9. So for the same amount of warmth, you get the better benefit from carrying cedar than carrying sticks. And cedar lights just as well as a stick does. It has the same lighting percentage as a stick does. So if you have an opportunity to carry cedar, you want to drop your sticks and carry cedar. Because you got better warmth for lighter weight, or the same warmth for lighter weight, and you got, well actually, yeah, for the weight versus warmth, you get a better thing. Fur weighs a full kilo, and you only get 8 degrees out of it. So you get 2 more degrees out of a piece of fur than you get out of a cedar. So you can carry 2 cedar and get 12 degrees, or 1 piece of fur and get 8 degrees. So you get 4 degrees more out of the same weight if you carry 2 cedars versus fur. So if you have the option, you want to do that. If you don't have the option, carry sticks. Sticks are easy to pick up. They're free. They don't cost you any time. They don't cost you any energy. They don't get you cold. So if you have the option, just pick up the sticks. I mean, you might as well. But if you have the time and you have the option, taking the cedar or fur is a really good idea. Fur is good for several things. It's good for a fire that you're going to like make and maintain, because it does give you a lot of time on your fire, better than the cedar does. So in that instance, yes, it is a good thing to have that fur, but it's generally just good for where you're at. You don't want to carry it around with you very much. The only other purpose fur really has is you can repair your heavy hammer with a piece of fur. So 1 piece of fur repairs your heavy hammer, I think like 20% or 25%, I forget the percentage. But you need a piece of fur and a toolkit to repair your heavy hammer, and that's the other use that fur has for you. That's what it's good for. And then you could, you can always, that's the thing too, is if you drop sticks, guess what? You can just go pick up more sticks. You just go pick up more sticks. It doesn't cost you anything. And there's some metal in here we could break down. I already searched everything in here. Oh, there's a spray paint can. Time to draw, boys and girls. Time to draw. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. But, overall in the game, I always encourage you, especially early game, pick up every stick you see. You're not carrying much weight with you anyway, and every stick you get is an extra degree of fire that you'll be able to have, and it could save your life. And so, pick up all the sticks you see. If it ever comes to the point where you're starting to get heavy, just drop some sticks. Leave them at a house, or leave them at a shelter, or leave them in a cave. Because honestly, you'll never come back to a cave or a shelter or a house and be like, gosh darn it, why is there food and water and sticks here? Gosh darn it, I hate having supplies left for me places. That'll never happen. You'll always be happy to come back to somewhere and have supplies. And also early game, when you make a fire, grab as many torches as you can out of the fire. Now, I don't carry torches any longer, because with Fire Making 5, as long as I have a cedar or a stick, I have a 100% chance of lighting a fire with just a match. So I don't need torches any longer. But early game, you want to carry a whole bunch of torches for several reasons. When you make a fire, you always want to light a torch to start the fire with, because you're going to fail your fire making a lot. The other day, I failed 7 fires in a row before I got an 8th fire made. But because I was using a torch, I didn't have to waste 8 matches to get that fire going. I only had to use 1 match and a torch. I actually think when I did that, I actually had to light another torch off the torch I was trying to light the fires with, because my torch was burning out. So you want to use torches as much as you possibly can early game, not only to light fires with, but when you get done with a fire, take some torches from it, light a torch off of it, and as long as the weather's good and it's not windy, you can walk around with that torch, and it will prevent wolves from ganking you and killing you early in the game, because they will not attack you immediately when they see you. And you can also break down torches and get sticks back from them. So any torches that get down really low, or torches that are already burned out on the ground, you can just pick them up, and that's just like picking up a stick. You got to spend a few minutes breaking it down, and you get a stick back. So torches are really key early in a game. They'll protect you. They give, and also if you walk with that torch far enough, I've sometimes walked all the way from Forlorn Muskeg back to Mystery Lake and been able to light a fire in the camp office with the same torch from the fire that I had in Forlorn Muskeg. That is ultimate match conservation right there. That's what you want to do to conserve them matches and make sure that you aren't wasting matches in the game. We're just going to sleep 3 hours. Because at the stage I'm at in the game right now, I probably have like 150 matches back at the Carter Hydro Dam. But I only carry like 20 matches. I have 17 right now. But I only carry about 20 matches on me when I'm out in the world. Because I also have a Fire Striker and a Mag Lens, and so those will make fires for me for a long time. And also, if you find a Mag Lens early in the game, any chance you get, like right now, if this was early game, I'd be like, oh god, I can make a Mag Lens fire, and I can make a Mag Lens fire. Boom, you saved a match right there. Then you grab some torches out. You walk to where you want to go. Can you see the gear? You bet you could. Well, that's kind of personal, but yes, I'll show my gear off to you. But yeah, see, we were able to make a free fire. It cost us nothing. So right now, I have the moose hide coat over the bear hide coat. I have double thin wool sweaters, double thermal underwear, double wool socks. That's the best you can get in Interloper. I have the rabbit skin hat over the decent wool toque, which is the best you can get. Rabbit skin gloves, deer skin boots and pants, deerskin pants over my combat pants, and I wear combat pants on the inside, deerskin on the outside, because on the inside, the only thing that matters is warmth. And combat pants and deerskin pants have the exact same warmth factor. So I don't ever make 2 pairs of deerskin pants because deerskin is heavier, and you only get the warmth off the inside anyway, and it also reduces your sprint. So if you can find combat pants, you always want to sport those on the inside because you get that 2-degree warmth, and the windproof and wetproof doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's on the inside. And then I have the crampons and the moose-hide satchel as well. But that's my gear. And then I have my full kit on me right now because I have an extra knife and hatchet on me. But I have my lantern, knife, hatchet, pry bar, hacksaw. I got a whole bunch of arrowheads. I always carry pots with me because I love making water in pots. I hate cans. And I got my bow and my arrows. I got my flare gun. I only have 2 shells left. That's all I have left in the game. Which kind of sucks, but yeah. Double deerskin's less efficient, yes. They weigh more and they give you more sprint reduction. And it also takes more deer hides to repair them. So and if you can find the combat pants, which there's guaranteed combat pants in Hush River Valley, and there's combat pants, you'll find probably 3 or 4 combat pants around the game if you hit the spots early enough. There's no point in making double deerskin. It takes time and it takes extra deerskins to repair up. So I always wear the combat on the inside because I get that 2-degree warmth, and that's all that matters. And they weigh less, and they give you no sprint reduction at all. Early game combat pants are great. You know, tactical tic-tac, you're not doing it wrong. There's always, I've become very proficient at min-maxing stuff over in this game. But, I mean, people, though, honestly, people could say I'm doing it wrong wearing the moose-hide coat. People honestly could say I'm doing it wrong wearing the moose-hide coat because you actually get better warmth from another bearskin coat. But I like the moose-hide coat for the chonky wetness and wind and protection you get off of it. It's even better than the bearskin coat. It gets my protection up to 47%, which can save your life. Protection is an underrated, undervalued thing in this game. I try to get my protection as high as I can because an interloper, the wolves hit you like a Mack truck. With low protection, you can die from one wolf. With low protection, you'll definitely die from 2 wolves. If you get attacked by a wolf and then another wolf right away, you can definitely die from 2 wolf attacks. The bulletproof vest is not worth it, in my opinion. If the bulletproof vest did not have the massive sprint reduction on it, maybe it would be okay. But it's just too heavy and it has too much sprint reduction. Now, in Stalker or Pilgrim or Voyager, I could see the bulletproof vest having value because all the man-made clothing you find has very little sprint reduction and it's not very heavy. So if you're playing on Stalker, Pilgrim, or Voyager, I would definitely say use the bulletproof vest. Because it weighs, when you're wearing it, it weighs about 4.5 kilos. When you're not wearing it, it weighs about 6 kilos. But you always have less weight. Things always weigh less if you're wearing them, which I think was a great change. I could see people in Stalker, Pilgrim, and Voyager wearing it because the sprint reduction is quite a bit less off the man-made clothing that you can find in those modes of gameplay. So situationally, I could see people using it. In Interloper, you're forced to make the skin clothing because in Interloper, the skin clothing is the best clothing you can get as far as warmth, wet protection, and protection. So yeah, I could see people though playing with it in the other modes of gameplay. Just as an Interloper player, it's kind of a meh item. It's just kind of meh. I could use it, I guess, but I'll probably not use it. Hey, look, there's a bear. Hello, Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear, Mr. Bear, Mr. Bear. All right, Lupe, hopefully we'll see you again soon. He gives no craps about me at all. Oh, there we go. I was waiting for him to smell me there. Yeah, and that's the thing, Mole Rat. That's why I said in those modes of gameplay, I could definitely see more use for the tactical vest, because you could definitely find ways to utilize it with the lighter clothing. I used it in my run, and I had 15% sprint. I put it on this character. I had 15% sprint, and it was heavy as heck. I just like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna run ahead of him. He'll probably
lay down.
There we go. Come to me, baby. Oh, he likes me now. No, he doesn't like me now. See, he's attracted to my smell.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
He's attracted to my smell, boys and girls. He likes the smell of an Atheenon. Yep, the weather's completely different now. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff on me. God, fish is so horrible. Gosh dang it, he's just turning away every time. He's turning away every time. Boom. Well, that's weird. He like pawed. The bears are just broken. Everything's just broken right now. All the animals are freaking broken at the moment, to be honest. Hello, Mr. Wolfie. I know you can smell me, sir. I know you can smell me. I see you coming towards me. I see you coming towards me, Mr. Wolfie boy. Come to me, my friends. Come to me from everywhere. Imagine wildlife attracted to drop meat. I know. Wouldn't that be crazy? Ooh, I almost missed him. Alright. I don't think I have any wood left in here. Nope. I got my crappy hooks. I don't have any wood left in here. Do I have wood on me? I do. You know, I think I'm going to leave that here and go sleep in Misanthrope and then come back and harvest the bear in the morning. Maybe break down a little more wood at Misanthrope as well. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to leave here too. I think just for weight issues, I'm going to leave my knife and my hatchets here. Just for the weight. And the arrowheads too. That's just they just weigh a bunch. I'm gonna have to make a new bow soon as well. I got all these cured guts on me too. I'll leave those here too. And the cured rabbit hides. There we go. Alright, let's grab a gamey piece of wolf meat. This way I'll have some food at Misanthrope. I'll just eat that. Got all these little tiny fish. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's go up to Misanthrope and get some resty poos. It got foggy really quick. Got real foggy really quick. Do any? Yes, they do actually. Yes, there are ones that have doors on them. Not a lot of them, but they do. This right here is the bear's cave. That's where the bear actually spawns. Here by Misanthrope. That was the Misanthrope bear. He was the bear of the Misanthrope. Got a little bit of smell on me right now, so we got to be a little careful. The wolves during a fog are some of the deadliest wolves. Because they will sneak right up on you and you will not hear or see them until it's almost too late. So you just gotta be very, very careful. Very careful, very cautious. Doop-a-doo. One thing I like about Long Dark, though, too, is just, you know, the accessibility for everybody to play it. You know, you don't have to be really great at it. You could just have to have fun with it. You know, you don't have to be playing on Interloper to be having fun with the game or play it right. Whatever level you're playing it on, you're doing it right, as long as you're playing it. Does that change with difficulty at all? I don't think it does, honestly. I don't think having doors on the huts changes with the difficulty at all. Or having doors, I don't think fishing huts with doors does change with difficulty. There's like one right over here. Most of the time you don't find a lot of doors on the fishing huts. You just don't. But I don't think difficulty has anything to do with that, per se. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I don't know. That's just my guess. I've never scienced that out to see on different runs if I have different chances of having doors or counting the... I've never counted the doors. I don't count on the doors. Sleeper off. There we go. We got a little light now. Can we scavenge a little wood here? Yes, we can. Scavenge a little wood. It'll just give us a chance to get some more stuff. What's the advantages of doors? It can break the wind. It can be a windbreak for you. Usually though, and so it can save your clothing a little bit of damage. The best strategy inside a fishing hut though is if you're fishing in a fishing hut, you're gonna have a fire going anyway. So my best recommendation is take your clothes off. Take your clothes off and then you won't have to worry about it. Because if you take your clothes off, they can't take damage. At least from the wind. Alright, let's go. We got lots of wood now. Lots of wood. Well, actually, I'm gonna dump these tinder plugs. So blizzards can... Yes, they can. Yes. My clothing actually... There was a couple blizzards while I was fishing and my clothing got hit. It doesn't get as... It doesn't get hit as hard as if you're out in the blizzard, but it does take substantially more damage than if you weren't. Let's just put it that way. It's not like being out in a full-blown blizzard, but it still sucks. Because then you have to repair it. Which takes hides, especially in Interloper, that just takes hides. It's the hides and the guts that you don't want to have to repair. Even in a fishing hut with a door, you know, I've seen it, you still take a little bit of damage because technically you're still outdoors. It does, I don't know if it mitigates it a ton in a fishing hut with a door, but I know it does mitigate it a little bit. But I don't know how much. Like I said, best bet in a fishing hut, door or not, is just take your clothes off. Take your clothes off. Ooh, I bet we get a Maglens fire going. That would be awesome. Maglens. Ho! Woo! Yes, even in the fishing hut we have hose. The hose of the hut. Oh, what's that message? Somebody sent me a message.
Turned out pretty well.
Oh, okay. My boss was just letting me know something. Alright, let's throw this reclaimed wood in there. We got 22. That should give us a nice long fire. Beautiful. Let's eat a little bit of this food. Let's find some small fish and eat those up first. Oh, that's a big fish. That's a big fish. We'll put that one over here. That's a little fish. We'll eat him up. I do see that the coho seem to be a different color than the other ones. Yeah. So like that's a coho. These are all trout. That's a coho. But is it a big... No, that's a trout too. Oh, shoot. I grabbed the wrong one. That's a trout. So that's small calories. There was a big patch for Elden Ring. Oh, snap-a-doo. Well, we may have to take a patch break when we get done today. What do you know what they patched in it, Obler? Do you know what they patched up? Was it just like some bugs and stuff, or were they actually adding things into it, or what? Bunch of bug fixes. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. I like developers bug fixing things. That always makes me very happy. These fish suck so bad. I hate trout. By the way, fish are the worst in the game. Calories per weight ratio is horrible. Horrible. It's the worst calorie to weight ratio in the game. Just saying. I'm not saying nothing, I'm just saying. Don't they look... They almost look like little birds to me. They almost look like birds. It's the birds. I just want to get my meat all kind of unstacked there so I can see what I got. Get a little fish in here. There we go. That's actually a big salmon. Or that's a big trout. That's probably the biggest trout I had. All right, we'll eat that one down too. Grab a slab of meat. 49 minutes, baby. Okay, let's carcass harvest for just a little bit. There we go. My meat should be done. There we go. By the way, you can carcass harvest animals in stages if you didn't know that. If you didn't know that, you can go and carcass harvest and then you come back. And now I only have an hour and 7 minutes left to go. So you don't have to get cold if you don't want to.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Which helps out a lot if you're trying to not like lose health while carcass harvesting an animal and you don't want to build a fire, but you can build one close by. Cause see, now we only have 22 minutes left, and we're hardly taking any damage at all, any cold at all, because it's like -3 out. Boop-a-doo. Just remember though, if you start carcass harvesting, you are accelerating the decay process. So if you carcass harvest an animal like 50% and then walk away and come back the next day, the animal may be gone. It's probably not going to be, but it may be. So you don't want to start the process if you're not willing to finish the process. You know what I'm saying? Probably should have just left this wolf alone. Probably should have just left him alone. If you don't touch a wolf carcass, if you just leave it, it takes a long time for the wolf to decay, and that gives you an opportunity to not have wolves respawning. Oh, I forgot I had all those guts on me. Gosh dang it. Now I'll just drop the guts here. There we go. Grab a bag of meat.
Back is getting kind of heavy.
Well, at least get this meat harvested up. We got, what, 9 hours on the fire? Yeah, we'll harvest up the meat. We'll get her all harvested up, get her ready to go. Can those bags of meat decay also? Oh, yes, they do. Yeah. Once you've carcass harvested the animal and you get bags of meat, they go down very quickly. They go down very, very quickly. So, if you leave the bags of meat outside for a couple of days, they will be gone. They'll just go poof and disappear. Actually, you know what? Let's get some water going. I don't know why I don't have water out here, but this will give us an opportunity to make water while we harvest our bags of meat. So yes, you want it if you're going to harvest an animal like I just did, you want to make sure you get on it and get his meat all out of the bags, because it will disappear very quickly if you don't.
I can always use more food.
Well, yeah, of course we can always use more food. Question for you, Atheenon. Have you been doing any game prep? Any game prep? What do you mean? Any game prep? Like VODs or something? Like VODs?
Mouth so dry.
What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean.
Teacup, teacup.
I don't understand what you mean, Mark Wars. Because if not, I will suggest you might. What do you?
Go.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean by VODs or game prep. Are you saying like playing offline? Playing stuff offline? Is that what you're talking about? For what? I'm not. Oh, for Project Zomboid. Oh. No, I don't play anything offline, so. I'm imagining Saturday is going to be a very interesting day, Mark Wars. It's going to be a very interesting day. It's going to be a fun day in the neighborhood. See, the thing is, though,
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I've been watching some Project Zomboid, if that's what you mean. I've been tuning into a couple streamers who stream Project Zomboid when I can, and checking them out and seeing what they do. If that's what you mean, like prep. I mean, I'm not trying to ruin it for myself or anything, but I'm just trying to get an idea of, okay, what can you do in this game? So that I have been doing just a little bit of.
Gear.
But I haven't watched any YouTube videos yet, so I'll probably watch a little YouTube tomorrow. Just check out, maybe go check out a couple channels, see what they're doing. Maybe get a little bit of an idea.
I need to drop something.
Settings are important when you start. Okay. I'm gonna leave myself some water here. Now, are these settings as far as what? Like how you set up the game? Or what you set the settings for difficulty? Or in what manner does it do that?
Not sure why I feel so tired.
Probably because you're tired. Because you're a big baby. You're a big baby. You're a big baby. You're a little baby out here in the woods. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Not Puppetry of the Fish. Alright, let's build the fire up a little bit. That should be enough wood to keep us through the night. Let's eat our fish. Our fish! There we go. Drink some water. My first game in PZ, I got a deaf character and thought the sound didn't work in game. You're like, oh my god, the sound is turned off in the game. What's going on? You want to ease into it until you at least know your buttons and general game flow. Okay, cool. Well, I will be more than happy to have you here while I'm setting it up. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun and funny. You know what? Let's cook it in a pot. I figured I might as well cook up what I can while I have the fire going. But give yourself a break to begin. Oh, yeah. I'm honestly, Mark Wars, I'm not gonna go into it with any great expectations. I'm gonna go into it very easily. Like, you should start the game with a weapon your first day. Yeah, I'm gonna treat it like if I had never played Long Dark before. I'm gonna ease myself into it. And just kind of chill, you know, just kind of explore a little bit and chill. Now, is the map in the game consistent throughout? Is it a procedurally generated map, or is it always the same map? Sort of like Long Dark, or is it a procedurally generated map, or is it kind of a random map, maybe like a 7 Days to Die style, where you can have regular maps that are always the same, or have a random map. 7 days, and that's got a lot in common with it. Okay, cool. Mark Wars just wants to play for me? No, he does not want to play for me. The maps are the same, but loot is random. Okay, so it's, in that sense, it's a little like Long Dark. It's a little bit like the Long Dark in that way. Alright. I'm not going to take any meat into town, because I got tons of meat. But we're going to try to draw the wolves to us. Wolfies! Wolfies, where are you? I haven't seen Obby in forever. I hope Obby's doing okay. Has anybody seen Obby in any channels or anything? I haven't seen Obby in a while. I hope she's doing okay. That made me think of Obby. It made me sad. You've not seen her? Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while. She used to always be here, but it's like the Long Dark in that you get no direction. Nice. I get no direction. Do I get one direction? Hey-oh! Coral! Coral! Carl. I want the wolves to see me if they see me. Why am I picking up that stick? I see the stick and I just have to pick it up. I know there's going to be wolves in here. We haven't been here forever. There's got to be wolf respawns. They're probably going to come over that hill at me. I got enough stank on me to raise the dead right now. Well, count my lucky stars. My stars and garters. We made it all the way. Okay, there's a wolf over there. There's a wolf over there. I heard a wolf. But my stars and garters, we made it all the way here with no wolfie attack. Very nice. Very nice. This is our first out of the Carter Hydro Dam base that we've built. That we've stockpiled stuff in. I know Quonset gets a lot of garbage because it has all the wolves around it. I personally love it because it has all the wolves around it. You have a constant supply of food coming all around your base over and over and over again. You got 2 bears nearby. You got a moose that can spawn here. There's a lot of advantages to having this as your main base in this zone. We got bear rugs down everywhere. We got a stockpile of guts and hides in here. Oh, you know what? I didn't bring my hides and guts or anything over from the shack. We'll have to go back and get those. Put my feathers in there. Got my arrow shaft stuff in here. Got shafts or saplings and cured birch in there. More stuff in there. Hey, Yurt, how you doing? No, not a problem at all. We are on day 305 now. We've been alive 304 days. We got carcass harvesting, cooking, fire starting, archery, and mending, all to level 5. Fishing is at level 4. Although I don't fish a lot, so that's just my thing. It's not my bag. It's not my bag. Okay, so that stuff, gosh, I really don't need accelerant anymore. What do we have in the other drawers here? Oh, there's all my oil. I got lots of oil. I'm gonna take a little thing.
No power in the verse can stop
Sergeant
me.
Stuntman, how you doing? Hello, hello. For the record, I was not making fun of Hawk. It was just very shocking when 100 burning Z's invite you to dinner. Yes. No. That's very shocking when that happens. That one's empty. That one's empty. Okay. Got extra pry bar here. We got some water here. What time of day is it? Got our extra bedroll here at 88%. We won't repair that yet. I wonder if the weather's cleared up at all. Let's get out. Let's go outside. Always crouch. Always crouch when leaving this building. Because there could be a wolf right nearby. Huge fisher, yeah. The thing is that fishing, and especially in interloper gameplay, fishing is a very fishing is a net negative on your resources because you honestly do not get enough fish meat to make it worthwhile. And the fish meat you do get, you can't really do a lot with except leave it at the fishing hut because it's very heavy and the calories for it are very poor. My personal take. I would rather hunt wolves, deer, bears, moose, use my firewood on them, than spend a lot of time fishing. Now, once you get to fishing 5, you get actually a lot more fish. They're bigger and all that good stuff. But early interloper fishing is just a pain. I hear the crows up ahead. That's where my dead animals are. Guide me to the fishing hut. Guide me to the fishing hut. There we go. It is a custom interloper. I did a custom interloper so I could choose what zone I spawned in for no other reason than choosing my spawn point. Usually I play on just regular interloper, but this is a custom interloper. The only difference between custom interloper and regular interloper is that on custom interloper you only get intestinal parasites for 10 days if you get them, instead of the normal 20 days that's on regular interloper. That's the only difference. The loot's all the same. The weather, the animals, everything else is all the same, except for intestinal parasites. And that's if you just go to custom, choose interloper. You can then choose a starting zone. If you're like, I really want to try a Desolation Point start, and you don't want to go through 15 characters dying over and over again, or killing them over and over again just to get that Desolation Point start, custom interloper is a great way to go. And the only bad side of custom games is you don't get any feat progress. So your feats get no upgrades when you're playing on a custom game, which kind of sucks. Well, I have played this game for over 6 years now. I play it mainly on interloper. I have 5,300 hours in the game. And I've played it over and over and over again and played it religiously for a long time. For about 3.5 years, my first 3.5 years of streaming, I pretty much exclusively played this game. Played a couple games, whoa! Woo! Played a couple games here and there otherwise. Wow, those are the moments. That's the moment, boys and girls, where you gotta come in clutch. That's the moments that will kill you in interlopers, when you're just walking along, everything's fine, everything's good, and then a wolf pops over a hill and ganks your butt. That's what will take you down. That's what happened to me on day 473. That's what happened to me on day 473. Everything's going fine, you're walking along, and then a wolf comes over a hill and you have no time to grab your bow and get it out. And boom, you're dead. Woo! Let's go, baby! Let's go. Let's go. All right, I'm going to drop my knives and hatchets here. We'll take those elsewhere with us later on. There we go. Now we got 3 knives and 3 hatchets here, all at 100%. I think these are 100% still, right? Oh, that one's at 99. Okay. I must have used that hatchet on something. But, you know, just the one thing to do as well, the thing to do as well, if you're getting tired of Stalker, like you're like, I'm not really feeling challenged by it, but you feel over-challenged by Interloper. I was talking to another viewer about this earlier. One thing you can do is you can play a custom game, put it on a custom Stalker, lower the loot levels, which will turn off guns and rifles automatically, then turn on revolvers and rifles, and don't change anything else. And then maybe make the weather worse, or make the wolves hit harder, but make less of them. You can play around with those custom settings and kind of find a level of gameplay that is satisfying to you, that is not too stressfully challenging to you, but that you can still have fun on. And that I think is the biggest thing you can do for yourself, is you can do that. So, yeah. And I had pretty decent health, and I had good clothing. The thing I didn't have on me there, and the reason I died, and it was totally my fault. That death was not the fault of anything other than me and my own hubris. Because late game, the only time you die in a late game situation is because you get too complacent. You don't die from randomness in late game. You die because you get complacent and you feel invulnerable because you've lived for so long, and you die because you just are like, nothing can hurt me now. And you let your health go a little too far. Like you'll let the cold chip your health away and be like, it's fine. I'm at 80% health. What could get me now? And then you get complacent and you leave your hatchet behind. Because that moment of day 473, that taught me never, ever, ever fight a wolf with anything other than a hatchet. Because the hatchet, it won't do as much damage, but it pops that wolf off of you quicker and does damage to the wolf, so he'll go off and die somewhere. Now, the knife will do more damage to a wolf that's on you, but it doesn't get him off of you very quickly. And that can kill you. Because the wolves in Interloper, they hit like Mack trucks. They do a ton of damage to you, and they don't let up. Those are all cured, right? Cured. Yep. Okay, perfect. So, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I always try to tell people, there's never... The game... The only thing that kills you in this game is something you either did or you didn't do. You weren't being cautious enough. You were being too overly, I'm just running through the woods having fun. You let your health get too low from the weather, and you didn't like pay attention to it because you're like, oh, it's only a little bit of damage from the weather. I'm not going to worry about it. By not carrying the right tools. Bear is not an instant death. No, you can actually, a bear will never, unless your health is super, super low, and I'm talking like in below 20, 15%, a bear will never one-shot you in Long Dark. It'll knock you down. It will destroy the lower. I've noticed the lower your health is, the more your clothing takes damage, and I don't know if that's programmed into the game. Basically, the bear has so much damage to allocate, and if you're low health, he does more damage to your clothing. But I've never had a bear one-shot me in Interloper. Now, I have had a bear two-shot me in Interloper, because I couldn't get away from the Bastich, but I've never had him actually one-shot me in Interloper. Okay, so we need... What do we need? What's my clothing at right now? Let's check what our clothes... 79... Yeah, I need to repair up some of my stuff. I don't have a moose hide here. We got a moose hide curing back in the back in Desolation Point, but we don't have a moose hide here. I'm gonna grab one of my deer pelts. Grab a couple guts. Well, the best thing to do after a deer attack, or after a bear
Power in the
attack,
verse can stop me.
the best thing after a deer attack to do is to crouch. Immediately when you get up, you crouch and heal yourself, and then hope that the bear does not hit something like a branch that pops him back towards you, because generally a bear will just walk off away from you. And at that point, you have a moment's grace where you can crouch, heal yourself, get yourself maybe a stem, and then just you want to get away from the bear as quick as possible. Usually the thing that kills you most of the time after a bear attack is the cold. Because a lot of times when you get attacked by a bear, you're already in hypothermia level, so you're losing health to the cold very quickly, and the bear attack knocks you down, and then you have no shelter nearby, and your health just starts going, even without the bear attacking you again. The cold will kill you. So that's why it's good to carry a couple pieces of coal around with you, and that way you can just light a fire, get warm real quick by it, and if you do have a fire started, the bear will not attack you. If you have a fire that's made and ready to go, the bear will pull up short and not attack you. So that's a good way to like stave off a second attack as well. But the best thing to do is crouch, because if you think about your body as having an aggro radius, like an aggro radius around you, when you're standing, it's like this big, and when you crouch, it goes down to like that. It goes down to almost nothing. When you're crouched, I've had wolves walk. I've zoned out of the garage here and had a wolf right in front of the truck, but I was crouched and I was able to snipe the wolf before he could do anything because he didn't see me. So crouching is a very useful tool in this game that a lot of people don't realize. It shrinks your aggro radius down a lot. It makes you a very small, uninteresting target for the animals, and especially after bear attack, you want to be very small and very uninteresting. You want him not to be interested in you at all. 45 kilo holding weight is obtainable. Yes, you can. To get that weight obtainable, to get the plus 15 kilos, you have to go to Ash Canyon and get the technical backpack. You have to be wearing a moose-hide satchel, and you have to have the well-fed benefit. Each one of those gives you 5% extra carry weight. Well-fed, in addition, gives you a little extra health, but whatever. But the carry weight is what's important. So if you get those 3 items, or those 2 items, and the benefit, you can get a plus 15 kilo weight bonus, and you can carry up to 45 kilos before you're overweight. Which is awesome! They need to bring back crouching out of cars. Yeah, you can't crouch out of a car anymore. They took that away. I don't know if that was intentional, or if that was just, you know. Yeah, the technical backpack and the crampons spawn in Ash Canyon. And to get to Ash Canyon, you have to go all the way into Timberwolf, and then you can either go in up by the deer clearing, or you can go in through Echo Canyon, something like that. You have to go in through one of those areas. You have to go all the way through the zone up to the gold mine, and then you can get both the crampons and the backpack there. The crampons are actually an item that you pick up that you can then wear. They give you extra traction. They give you the sure-footed bonus, which makes sprains less frequent, weak ice more forgiving, and you can climb ropes easier. The technical backpack is an item you actually pick up, and when you pick it up, your backpack becomes a technical backpack. It's not an actual item you have that you have to equip anywhere. You just automatically get it for the rest of the game. And your backpack is called a technical backpack. So. Alright, let's go get some foods. My goal is to live in the plain at the top of Timberwolf. Well, on Stalker or Pilgrim or Voyager, that's a very easy goal. That's a very easy thing to obtain because there's so much loot up there. Yeah, they added those 2 items when they updated the game a while ago. They added both of those when they added Ash Canyon, and they're only available in Ash Canyon. Only available in Ash Canyon. So that's something to remember. You can't get him anywhere else in the game. Well, boys and girls, it is 6. We're gonna leave off on our Long Dark adventures tonight. We'll have Long Dark again Saturday morning at 9 a.m. We'll be doing Long Dark with stream loots, though. And we'll be delving back into our Miss Rebel, who's on a Stalker level file. And you'll be able to get those stream loots cards out. I'm going to have a few more stream loots cards in